most shockingly, my younger cat, Ume, passed away very, very suddenly, and it was a little traumatic. She wasn't feeling 100%, so we were taking her to the vet quite often, but nobody could really figure out what exactly was wrong with her, and we were all suspecting lymphatic cancer, but we were waiting for test results from a specialist, and then she very, very suddenly passed away. I still can't even really believe it. Just 12 hours before she passed away, she was purring and eating and rolling around, so we weren't ready whatsoever. And in talking to a bunch of different vets about what may be wrong with her, we were discussing cancer, like I mentioned before, and we were talking about what type of treatment we would give her in 4 months, and then in 6 months, and then what we should do in 10 months. So none of us could have predicted her to just suddenly pass away like that. It was too much. My heart still hurts, and I don't know, it's really hard not to cry talking about it. And then my other older cat, Peanut, started having really major kidney problems, so we're now currently taking her to the vet every few days for monitoring, and we are also in the middle of receiving training so that we could administer IV sessions for her at home. So it's kind of been like just this non-stop marathon of going to vets. And finally, as I've already briefly explained, they found a rather large cyst growing inside of my right vocal cord, which has caused me to completely lose my voice. I pretty much couldn't get anything out after that 7-Eleven Sando video that I did, and so I went to an ENT the day after I shot that video, and they kind of tagged me as an emergency, so I went to a very large hospital right after that, and yeah, they're like, oh, this is not good, which, like, who says that? Anyway, I've been in and out of the hospital on the days that I'm not bringing Peanut to the vet, so all of my days are getting kind of blurry. The vocal cord itself is currently too swollen and stretched and weakened to surgically remove the cyst, and apparently there's a vein that's feeding the cyst, so I'm currently on a couple different steroids and hormone medications to try to control those variables and awaiting a viable surgery date. So yeah, it has been a really rough month. I'm not particularly worried about myself. I'm just annoyed because I can only whisper, so whenever I bring Peanut to the vet, it's really frustrating to try to communicate everything that's been going on via just whispering to the vet. And I'm also a little annoyed because the surgeon told me that my voice is most likely going to change forever after the surgery, no matter what. So I'm kind of mentally preparing myself for that reality. But obviously, I'm mainly and mostly worried about Peanut. Again, Ume's death was such an intense major shock that now hearing about Peanut's issues makes me really anxious and paranoid, especially because Peanut is the older one. So I'm just emotionally preparing myself, knowing that it's not something that she can really recover from. It's now about stabilizing her and making her as comfortable as possible. She is responding pretty well to her medication and her IV treatments, so that's really nice at least. But yeah, I'm really sorry. I'm such a goddamn bummer. I stayed off of social media for a while because I only had bad news to share, and it was just, I don't know, it's hard to function sometimes. But let's try to turn this mood around and do some ASMR unboxing of this delivers premium Japanese snacks and tea pairing straight to your door. It makes for a great gift for anyone that loves Japan and Japanese food and snacks. And for Christmas, you can upgrade your boxu to this beautiful kiribako for an added traditional touch. So kiribako boxes are made out of paulownia wood, which is considered a little bit of a luxury in Japan because it naturally keeps moisture out, which is a coveted feature in Japan because it's humid for most of the year here. Click the link in my description and use my coupon code Scully10 to receive 10% off your subscription, and you'll automatically be entered to win a free pair of tickets to Japan. Anyone who subscribed before December 31st will automatically be entered. I will leave another link in my description below so you can check out terms and conditions and other methods of entry. I actually wanted to see if I could ASMR in Japanese because I know this sounds really weird, but whispering in American English is significantly easier than whispering in Japanese, mainly because English is spoken at the tip of the mouth using a lot of your teeth and your lips, which makes it a lot easier to direct whispery, airy vocal projections through that area. Like, it makes it a lot easier to funnel it, whereas Japanese is spoken in the middle of the mouth and the airflow kind of goes everywhere, so it's really hard to direct your whispers. Yeah, I know, it's really weird. It's really difficult to explain. I did my best just now. ちょっと変かもしれないけど、やってみましょう。やばい、結構難しい。切り箱はこうやって開けるらしい。北海道ホリデーズ、北海道の冬休み。なんか変。トウキビチョコです。開けてみようか。Kinda like a corn Rice Krispie treat, maybe. いただきます。おいしい。次はこれです。北海道メロンラングド社。いきます。チョコとメロンクリーム。食べたことない味。おいしい。北海道のじゃがぽっくりです。これは実は食べたことがあります。ナルサロンのゆりなさんが前にお土産にくれました。おいしいんだよねこれ。おせんべいが2パックも入ってます。これうるさすぎるかな。これはふんわり名人です。お麩のおやつね。じゃがチョコホワイト開けてみよう。すんごいチョコがついてる。いただきます。おいしい。ミルキー餅が3つも入ってます。次は焼き芋クッキー。どんなのだろうね。すごい焼き芋の味がする。すごいよ、まだこんないっぱいいろいろ入ってる。てか今思ったんだけど、 ASMR って日本でもあるのかな。日本の YouTube にも ASMR ってあるのかな。 Alright, that is it for my attempt at Japanese ASMR. Thank you very much for watching. Also, I wanted to thank everyone that sent me kind, heartfelt messages on Instagram. I'm sorry I couldn't reply to all of them. It was really hard not to cry every few messages, but they really meant a lot. So thank you very much. And I also wanted to especially thank everyone else who has also lost a pet and commiserated with me. It's devastating, always being so kind and supporting me. I really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching this video, and I'll see you